Compost. Composting. Compose. But what compose? Oh, compose, not that type of compose. Gardening, composing, or is it? Yeah, composing the perfect compost pile. So, it says compost, composing. Well, anyways, I just wanted to talk about compost, uh, the composition, and well, even if you guys have a nice looking garden like this one with a lot of nice variety of flowers and stuff, well, my dad, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 I think they're like 1,000 gallon tanks, and they're metal. I think they might be 1,000, and they're like barrels. Barrel. I think I can pronounce it better than I can spell it. Barrels. I'm spelling it correctly? Oh, when I click on images, it doesn't correct my spelling. I found a bug. Did you guys notice that? Look at that's not spelled correctly, and it doesn't correct my spelling. And then I click on all, and look at showing results for search instead for. So it basically it corrects me. So, well, I might be corrected by default in the images tab as well. So yeah, they have it covered. But as far as spelling is concerned, it doesn't have that red underline with the little zigzags. But whatever. Let me see. Barrels. Oh yeah, images. Oh yeah, these right here. These they're 55 gallon tanks. This one right here. So my dad has, I think it's these right here, and these things are like super freaking expensive, like a lot of money. But anyways, we have 4 of them, and they're pretty rustic looking, but they're super cool. I like them a lot. So they're 55 gallon barrels. I don't know how to spell barrels, but whatever. Oh yeah, 55 gallon. Oh, now it's showing the little underline thing. 55 gallon rustic barrels. Let me see if I can find something that's rustic. Metal. I forgot to specify metal. 55 gallon rustic metal barrels. Oh yeah. So ours are like this, and they look super cool. They're like this, right? So what I did, well, the top is already off. It has a lid and it's off. And then I flipped it upside down and I made a hole on the center. So technically I filled it up with all the garden stuff. And now it's a compost like, is it decomposition? So it's a decomposition of organic material. Okay? And so what you guys can do is basically add all your leaves in there and your grass. You guys don't even have to recycle it. Like, you guys don't even have to use your green trash can. And I noticed that over time, the reaction, well, example, well, decomposition reaction example of organic waste. And I spelled waste incorrectly. Oh, now it's correcting my spelling. So, oh yeah, like this one. Okay, example of homemade compost. Newspaper or paper towels, preferably shredded, but doesn't have to be shredded. Kitchen waste, no meat or animal fat. I already did that. Worms, dry leaves. I think the worms will naturally go in there. There is some leaves in there. Carbon-rich material, straw, wood chips, lawn clippings, stones, moisture. So it doesn't have any moisture besides the water that we will add in there. And for the bottom, I did throw some seeds in there from the palm trees. So they're like huge freaking seeds like this. It doesn't really show like a good example here, like over time, like a time lapse. Let's try to do that. Let's try to look for that. Decomposition reaction example of organic matter or waste. Matter. Let's change it to organic matter time lapse. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, organic greens, green matter. Organic, like leaves, organic leaf matter. Okay, what is this? Compost contains nutrients that help plants grow. So there is no air ventilation to it whatsoever. And I did just add some some food in there. That way I could have that chemical reaction, so bacteria can grow in there and break it all down. You know. But I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. But I have I made 2 of them. Okay, so like I said, ours are like this. Like this one, these 2 right here. And then, like I said, they look really, really nice. I like the antique look to it, the rustic look. But look at all this stuff. If you guys have like beautiful lawns like this, gardens, you guys don't have to throw this stuff away. You guys can actually have some of these 55-gallon rustic metal barrels, and whenever your landscaper cleans everything up, have them throw them in these containers that you have spread out throughout the property, and over time it will naturally decompose. Okay, because you have an open space at the bottom, and once it reaches a certain height, add fertilizer, so that'll top it off basically. And then it's basically going to get crushed, and gravity is going to pull it down, and everything's going to get like super wet, and then the bacteria is going, like bugs and stuff is going to like eat everything away, and everything's just going to go down, and then over time you just keep on adding more and more until it breaks up, and like these videos, it's actually good for plants, for growing stuff. So technically you guys can add a plant in there if you guys wanted to. But yeah, I mean, it's so simple. You guys will never have to worry about the green trash can ever again. If you guys have some of these, like I said, our house has 4 of them, and I even made one into a compost one out of a metal trash can from like Home Depot or Lowe's. Home Depot, whatever, however you pronounce that word. And so like one of these right here, yeah, one of these. So it's a 31-gallon galvanized steel round metal household trash can. So I made a hole on the bottom of it as well. The lid is still there. I can still close it if I want, but I left it open. And then when I topped it off with soil, I added an artificial plant at the top. So it will act like a razor or a riser. And if you guys want, you guys can add what the hell? Oh, you guys can add the lid. Okay, and then you guys can put something on top, like a statue or something. Okay, like garden ornaments. And you guys will never have to worry about purchasing fertilizer and stuff like that to fertilize your plants, because they sell garden plant food pills, and these pills, I remember my friend, he bought some a long time ago, and there is these right here, and basically all you do is you insert them into the ground. Okay, they weren't the tablets. They were the I think they were called pills, and they were like long, like a straw. You know, that type of thing, like straw tablets. Straw tablets. Yeah. Is it these? Once a year fertilizer spike. It might be this one. Plant growth. So technically this will act like that. Okay, and I remember I was watching a video, and basically they created the same thing, and they advised me to, or like I basically learned of a video where this guy was throwing his dog feces into, and it was basically a trash can underground with the lid to dispose of dog poop. So look at it, they even sell them and through Amazon. Okay, so this is real stuff. So technically you guys can use it for multiple things. So that's what I basically created with my dad's containers, the 5-gallon Rustic containers. And I think it looks super cool the way that that they look. I think it adds texture to the home. I think it adds like like garden appeal, kind of like let me see. Oh yeah, like these. Like something, because I eventually want to grow more plants around the house and make it look nice. Like this. Really like this. Okay? So, and you guys can also use little ones. They don't have to be big ones. Like say for instance, if you have it like an old used metal trash can, you guys can use this as well. So if you guys have one laying around, I would recommend metal or galvanized stuff. Just because I think it looks better. I think it looks cleaner. Now it was a little bit challenging to create that hole. I actually used a hammer, but it could be dangerous. So if you guys can't figure it out, you guys can pay someone, like a handyman, your local handyman or something, to cut a hole. Because the last thing you guys want to do is get metal stuff all over your eyes or your body, your face, or your mouth, or to hit it with a hammer and cutting yourself or injuring yourself. So I kind of did it with wisdom and patience, but I even hurt myself a few times. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. But anyways, so yeah, look at it. Or you guys can just buy one. So if you guys have dogs, if they're little dogs like Chihuahuas, then it's fine. They could just shit outside, and you guys can place it somewhere, like around the property. But this is a professional way to do it. Basically, you just get someone to dig a hole for you, and it's open at the bottom. It's open, and over time, worms and ants and poop bugs will be in there. And I noticed that, like some of these, looking things. Okay, but you guys will also be adding you guys will also be adding like tree matter, for your plants. And wood, if you guys have used wood, that can be used as a filler. If you guys have wood laying around, because over time, wood. If you think about like a wooden log, not treated wood, but even treated wood, over time it will deteriorate, especially underground. But let's take for instance the fertilizer thing. These things right here. Actually, it was these right here. Plant food spikes. That's what it was. It wasn't these other year, once a year fertilizer spike. It was the plant food spikes. Okay, because whatever is growing in your lawn, in your garden, both, it'll be better for you guys to recycle it instead of throwing it away. So, and there's beautiful looking containers, like beautiful plastic planters, 3x3. Let's look at something kind of big, like it's 3 foot by 3 foot plastic container, like this one. This one, instantly I like it. This squared one, like, because you guys can fill it with all kinds of grass and leaves, and then you guys can add a topping, like a piece of wood or a piece of glass or a piece of metal on the top, and then add a statue on it, and then over time that stuff will naturally go down, and bugs will eat all this stuff, and then eventually they'll die, and all this stuff, if you water it, like, I think all this stuff, like the liquids, the stuff that solidifies, like solvents, like scientist type of stuff, solvents will go into into your ground, into your garden once again, without having to pay for it. Now, if you guys don't care, then obviously you guys can just buy stuff. But if you guys are broke, but you guys have some plants, but you've been using that green trash can, don't. Just don't do it. Recycle it like the way I'm describing it. Okay, and there's others. There's nice ones. So in case you guys don't want to use like the 55-gallon containers, or you guys don't want to use like the galvanized trash cans, because like I said, I use that one right here. This one, I bought this one specifically for my dog shit a long time ago when I had dogs, and I just left it here at my parents' house. Or you guys can use old trash cans, like I said, or already. I specified that already. Pretty much like trash, restroom little containers, and just add some leaves in there, and then if you guys add a layer of soil, like every single time, eventually it's going to act like one of the the pill things, the plant food spikes. Alright? But yeah, these are the kind of bugs that like poop. So you guys will see them occasionally when you guys open the underground thing. So I was thinking about dropping them, like, you know, maybe 2 feet down, and then the 55 gallon would have been like down. It would have been in the ground like this much, and then, you know, like maybe like half of it would have been above ground. And obviously, even the rust is good, because I mean we can look into like iron in food. You know, have you guys ever heard of people having an iron deficiency? Well, it's true. See, these are iron rich foods. There's fruits, dark chocolates, broccoli, red meat. Hello, meats. So throw that in there as well. Pumpkin seeds, tofu, whole grains, leafy greens, legumes, whatever the legumes is. It looks like beans. I love beans. There's a bunch of different types of beans and stuff like that. But anyway, so all this stuff that's decomposing naturally and going into the ground, that's good, because we have a ton of palm trees. We have a lot of them. We have them all around the house. My parents do. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of you might have some nice gardens. It is obviously, you know, optional if you guys want to go with this route or not. But I don't see the harm in it. I honestly don't. There is no harm to it, especially, and you guys can be picky. You know, you guys can just add. You guys don't have to throw any food in there, but I am. I want worms and maggots and flies and all kinds of shit going in there and eating this shit up. And I want what I'm really after is the solvents. The solvents is what's going to cause the palm trees to grow big and strong. Plus the queen palms, that's what they're called, queen palm tree seeds everywhere. So let's look at some images here. So this is how they are. They're everywhere, and no one wants to pick them up. Hello. Yellow. So what am I doing? I'm going to recycle them. I'm going to allow them to decompose in this container, and only the top of it will be exposed to the elements or whatever. Down here is going to get filled with worms and a bunch of stuff that goes underground, like ants and stuff. Okay, which is fine, because I love killing ants whenever I see them. So if they get out of hand, believe me, they will die. And then I try to spray once a month with pest control from like Lowe's or Home Depot. Or I was going to write Walmart for some reason. Walmart, but I never bought it at Walmart. but for some reason I was writing Walmart. But look at this one, Home Defense. It's 1 gallon, and it's good for the indoors and outdoors. Where does it say that? Home Defense. Wait, where does it say that? I remember I read that somewhere. It says for residential use only. Keep out of reach of children. That doesn't even make sense. But whatever. I think. Yeah, it definitely doesn't make sense. What am I talking about? It says, look at, for indoor and perimeter. Insect killer. For indoor and perimeter. Okay? So, this is Ortho brand. Or Ortho the person. But yeah, anyways, like I said, they're everywhere like this. The seeds. So, I want to clean this up because it's attracting a bunch of flies and bugs and stuff. It's crazy. But I think since I basically converted these things into compost, I think it'll be great. And my dad, he had some dirt there on the concrete, and he was like adding leaves and food and grass, and it was decomposing, and he was using it for his garden, for gardening. So I told him about it, and I told him that I'd converted these things into. So it's one of these and 2 of these that I have. Okay? And like I said, I filled them up with natural stuff. So, like, let's say you guys have like 2 by 4 2x4 wood. Well, or like even used wood, or even like fence wood. Used fencing. You guys can cut it up, throw it in there, and over time it will rot and decay. For instance, wood, water rots in the garden. See, and it happens everywhere. Like in nature. Like, look at this log right here. It's happening everywhere. Okay, and then like if you guys go to a forest, it's happening all the time. See this right here? It's probably wood rot. No, it doesn't really look like it though. I'm like these posts. These right here, these are like massive. These are like massive freaking wait. Yeah, these are like massive plant food spikes. these wood logs. If you guys really think about it, and you guys can see the rust on these screws and stuff. But if you guys have extra wood, throw it in your garden. And like I remember I created a star. Let me see if I can find it. Downloads. This one right here. I created this star, and actually I got this wood from a job that I was doing. Someone threw it outside, like in front of their lawn, like out in their yards, and they were pretty big, like this. And I decided, hey, I'm going to place them all around. So I did that, and over time I noticed that there, like, a lot of the wood got like kind of like termited out, like bugs were eating the wood. That way they were digging into the wood to create a place to live for themselves. Okay. And I think this is something my brother did, or I don't know if I did this, like with the flowers. But this is my brother's flag right here, and he's still it's still there to this day. So yeah, like natural wood, like it will decompose over time. So like or even like tree branches, stuff like that will also work. Alright. And it looks clean. You know, you guys have a lot of leaves. You guys don't have to throw them away. You guys can recycle them in your own freaking property. And it doesn't look cluttered, it doesn't look dirty. It looks nice. And it's similar, like I said, to the garden food plants. It's similar to it, because this is basically something that people have put together, like a recipe, like cooking. So obviously they know exactly what they're doing, but you know, if you guys want your own plants to thrive, might as well put that stuff back in your garden. You know, if it's doing good right now, why throw this stuff away? You know, because you know, scientifically they can perform a pH level, like test on your soil, and it will basically reveal if it's acidic or not. It will basically reveal the pH level of your garden, and people would recommend, oh, you know, you plant these type of plants, or some people might recommend, because they might do a test and they might be like, oh, your soil is acid deficient. It doesn't have. It's not rich in acid. In other words, so if it's not rich in acid, what they would recommend to do is to add some type of like a natural solution, or like a solution that they have, or that something that's like online, something you guys can buy online, like acid solution for garden, because some plants require a ton of acid for your plants to grow. Some plants are like that, and I see palm trees right here. I see palm trees right here. So maybe palm trees require acid. I don't know. Let me see. For the cultivation of flowers, plants, succulent plants, and yang fruit trees, amino acid plants, nutrient solution. So watch. Which plants require acid to grow fruits or vegetables? I think like chilies require acid. Like pepper spray. Like lemons. Lemons have citric acid. So do oranges. Oranges have citric acid, and lemons, limes, whatever. This stuff is rich in a citric acid. So if you guys have, if you guys want to grow this stuff, you guys most likely have to provide your plants with the solvent solution. Okay, that, or create this compost right next to the tree, and every time the leaves fall from the tree, place them into the container, the trash can thing, and then add soil. It's important for you guys to add the soil. That way everything will go down and it'll feed your tree. And even if you guys have like a drip system, that will even be better, because the drip system will help the water to get contaminated with the organic matter, and the water will basically act like a carrier. So it'll mix in there, and then it'll basically mix itself. Instead of mixing it like cooking, it'll just mix by itself, and then it'll eventually just go down, and the roots will go for it. That's one way to do it. If you guys have lemons or oranges or any type of fruits that you guys are not eating, and you guys always throw them away or whatever, or they fall and they decompose naturally, well, just throw them in there. If you guys don't want to eat them, just let them fall naturally and just grab them, like picking up dog shit. What's the point? You have a dog. Your dog's shitting everywhere. You have to clean up after it. Right, anyway, that was just a quick little demonstration. But yeah, there's a ton of these things. they could either be. Look at this one. I wonder how big this one is. This is a Volco underground garbage cans in garbage can installation. Now, if you guys are going to do something like this, I would recommend, letting people know that it's there, or doing something, so no one will accidentally fall in there. That's why I would personally recommend, bringing it up a little bit. That way, no one will accidentally step on the lid and fall through. Let me see here. Yeah, something like this. Look at this. But I cut the bottom. Okay? And then you guys have the lid. So over time it breaks down and there's bugs in there eating it, and then it's not out in the atmosphere. But some people leave their dog shit everywhere, like backyard full of dog shit. Like this. So that's when you people need to create something like this for your dog. That, or flush it. Don't be afraid to flush it. Even though a lot of people say don't flush it, I say fuck that. I would prefer to flush it than to leave it like this. Like, this is bad. This is all fucking bad. Look at this one. Now this is super bad. Like, it looks all wet. There's mold everywhere, or algae, and then there's dog shit everywhere. That looks really, really bad. So, I mean, it's okay if your dog shits on the lawn. I don't really care about that. It's fine. But trust me, these trash cans right here, they'll pet waste disposer for your backyard. Let's look at that. Oh wait, I can't. It's a YouTube video. Unless they have some type of link. And they don't. They don't have look at this one. This one looks pretty good. Doggy Dooley 3000 septic tank style pet waste disposal system. So technically it would just yeah, it has a I think it's hollow. I'm not sure though. Yeah, it looks I don't know. I mean, you guys could do it however you guys want, but I mean, even if you guys are not concentrating on dog shits because you don't have any dogs, then don't worry about it. Alright? But if But if you guys happen to have a big lawn, look at this one, Minnie Mouse. So look at this rock. So all you would have to do is throw on your garden uniform. Garden uniform. You know, with the gloves. Oh yeah, like this. Okay, so use your gloves, and then come out here whenever you want to clean. Remove your statue. Remove or roll this stepping stone away. Add all your leaves. Any fresh stuff or dead stuff, dried up stuff, even dirt, whatever you guys want to do, throw it in there. And then cover it again. And you guys can pay someone to do this for you guys. Alright? So, or you can do it yourselves. But I think this is a great idea. And there's like different types of decorations. Like, look at this one. This one's a water fountain. And there's some that are not that heavy. They're not that tall. They're only like 3 feet tall. Okay? So I want to show you guys the ones I created. Even though it's dark and it probably won't give it a lot of justice, because it's dark out there, but whatever. Oh shit, my boots. Alright, let's see here. So this is the first one. Hold on. And there's some like stuff growing there already. This one, this planet is artificial. It's an artificial one, and then I have this one. So look at that. So remember that I was telling you guys about the Rustic container. Well, that's it. And also, when I came out here and made it originally, it was filled up all the way to the top, and over time it dropped. So let me see. Let me try to show you guys. So it was all the way up here, and now it's like down here. So it was like all the way up here, and you guys can see some soil right there, and it dropped. And then just right now, I added some food in there. And I mean, wait. Oh, I just made one so far, but my dad has 2 of them. He has this one, and then he has this one. And then over here, oh, that's why I thought I created two, because of this one. See, look at this one. And that one has a plant. Alright. So obviously, the more so obviously the more you guys have, the better it'll be. The better and easier it will be for you guys to throw all your, like, your grass clippings. You know, your machine, when it clips the grass, cuts it. You guys will have somewhere to put that. I mean, and it's like lettuce, you know. Eventually, all that nutrient, all that water, those solvents are going to go down. They're going to seep down, and it's going to go back to the ground, back into your soil. Okay, so you guys will keep it, you guys will keep it in a rich, highly nutrient, like, environment for your plants. So your guys' gardens or your guys' properties will stay looking nice over time without losing the quality. Okay. And I noticed that with farmers always throw away their like the leftovers. That, or sometimes they even burn them. They burn the extra stuff. But you know, like, let's look at a forest with many logs. Like this. So if you guys go out in nature, in the forest, I mean, this is a natural occurrence. Okay? So if you guys take this into consideration, it's not a bad thing for us to do this. Like, you know, instead of throwing them away, recycle it. It's like, it's not a bad thing, you know, and we're all learning. That's why someone out there created these the compost. Where are the compost containers? Compost containers. for outdoor. See, that's all it is. Compost bins and tumblers. So look at this one. This one's $499.99. Diameter 3 bin composter. That's what it's called, a composter. So yeah, basically that's all it is, but on a large scale. Look at this guy. So you guys get the point. Just basically buy them or use used stuff, okay? And yeah, just throw everything in there, and then obviously buy soil to top it off. That way it doesn't look weird, and then so it won't look like a trash can, in other words. Okay? And like I said, if you guys have a glass container or because look at, they sell risers for plant display or statue. Look at that. It was cook display, but ooh, this looks nice. But look at this. This is a riser, concrete riser. Okay, basically is to display your arts or your statues outside. See, like this. It's like a pillar type of thing. Look at this one. I think they added like a statue on top. Look at this wooden looking one. This one looks really nice. Ring a bell, anyone? Yellow. Oh, look at this one. This is the perfect example. See? It has the concrete pillar looking thing, and then the owl on the top. Okay, like you guys seen mine out there, because I make a ton of like artificial like plants and stuff, like planters. Like I put them together. So like, oh yeah, and then I have that bigger one. This one right here. Oh, and this one's another one I just made. It's actually the Riverside bell, and then I created this thing to put some plants in there, and it's part of the Riverside bell for the city of Riverside. And look at this one. This plant, I put it in this. I just been trying different things out. So I put this one in here, and obviously I need to change it out. I need some type of filler. But even that green plants, I think I only bought it for like $5. So even if you guys have some artificial little plants, you know, you guys can technically add the soil. Either way, add the soil, and then once you fill it up with compost, add a layer of soil, just a little bit, because later on you want to add more of your grass clippings and stuff like that. And then every time you do that, you just want to add a layer of soil because it's going to go down, you know. And then if you have like a stick, push it down. You know, don't be afraid to push it down. Compress it down, and then fill it with soil again, and then add your artificial plants. Or you guys can add like a planter with the real plants. But look at this one right here. This one looks really nice. Something like that. I should have specified like outdoor artificial plants. So there's a ton of stuff out there, you know. And personally, I want to go artificial, but I think right now, since my parents have real stuff out there, you know, and my dad likes gardening. That thing could be used as a raised flower bed. So technically, like this. That's all I really did. And then I used all the stuff around the house to use it as a filler. So I filled all of it, literally all of it. This big old 55 gallon, I filled it all the way up with stuff around the house. So that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of dirt and stuff like that. I even added dirt in there. And then I added a little layer of soil just on the top. Alright, so you guys can even get some of these. Okay? And like I said, don't fill it all the way up with soil. You know, just clean your yard. You know, clean it. Do something with your life. Oh, look at this one. They just use bricks, like retaining, like the wall bricks, as flower beds, which looks really nice. But anyways, let me see. Raised flower barrels. Oh shit. There's a fly in here. I knew I was getting poked, bitch. I got it. Oh, excuse me. Let me see if I can find gallon drums for raised bed gardens and earth boxes. That's exactly what I was thinking. Look at that. But on a budget. So look at this. 55-gallon drum projects for a raised garden bed. Gardens All. Go check that out if you guys are interested. Gardens All. I think it looks pretty cool. You know? And it's much easier. Like, let's say, for instance, you guys are growing, like, potatoes. All you guys will have to do is dump it out. And, like, spread all of the soil on the ground. And you guys could, I mean, that'll be like easy pickings, you know, fruit, vegetable pickings. When it comes to picking fruits and vegetables. Look at this one. Someone converted this blue container and made it into this. This doesn't look bad at all. I don't know how the heck they did this, but this looks super cool. Right? See, look at this. There's a ton of them. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. So technically, that's all you guys have to do. You know? So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like these ideas. And yeah, you know, I mean, I honestly like these, but I don't have the money for them, or else I would probably buy stuff like this. See, and that's what I was kind of envisioning for my dad to do, like the tomatoes, and, you know, do some gardening. And then over time, when there's a lot of trash everywhere, or when this stuff is, like, if it dies, then we can refill it. Or if we need to refill it, all we have to do is temporarily uproot these, you know, like, kind of like uprooting a tree and then planting it somewhere else. So even if you guys have some real plants in here, but you guys notice that the soil is going down, all you guys have to do is remove them, place them on the ground just temporarily, and then clean the lawn, top it, you know, make it go like, you know, fill the trash can up, like, you know, just right underneath, like 3 inches or 4 inches, and then fill the rest with soil, and then make some little holes real quick and pop those little guys back in there, and they'll have plenty of food. Plus, like, I don't know, I just think that it just makes it much easier for everyone. Especially if you guys have a land, like a gardener, like a landscaper. You know, just let them know, like, hey, don't throw any of my stuff away. Throw it in my containers. And even the grass and everything. And, you know, do this every single time you come and cut my lawn and trim my plants. Please place everything inside of my containers. And they'll be like, sure, not a problem. Because right now, when someone goes and cuts someone's lawn, they're looking for that green trash can. The green waste management trash can. Okay? So, something like this. Green waste management. So, that's all they're looking for. Right? So, if you let them know, then they'll most likely they won't say like, oh, that's extra work, like I would have to charge you extra. They wouldn't say that. All they would have to do is dump everything in that 55 gallon container, these things, and especially if it's brand new and it's never been used and you're not throwing other junk in there. I mean, that grass can pile up for years probably, depending on your lawn. But even so, I mean I'm sure mathematically people would recommend adding so many of these per so many acres, or even an acre, or maybe every 2,000 square feet. Add one for at least 2,000 square feet of grass. Like if you have like let's say someone has 10,000 square feet of grass, and scientifically and mathematically someone said, okay, for every 2,000 square feet you're going to require one 55 gallon container. So that would make the math easy. You would be like, oh, simple, I just need 5 for my lawn, and you would just get someone to cut it for you, or you can do it yourself. But be careful, because it's dangerous to fuck around with shit you people have never fucked with. Because that shit is dangerous. Trust me. Like you guys don't want to fucking. You people do not want to fuck around. Like that's the last thing anyone wants to do. But yeah, and then just have your gardener person or guy place everything in there. And yeah, what I did is I opened the bottom, okay, because I don't want water to build up in there. I want that shit to go down. And if I had a tool, I would have opened it all up at the bottom. I think that would have been the best way to go about it. But I think over time it will rust, and eventually it'll do that by itself over the years. Let's say 10 years from now, and those containers are still there. By that time, I'm sure that metal will be rusted at the bottom. Okay, so this goes for everyone, for every homeowner. And like I said, it doesn't have to look ghetto. If you guys don't like this rustic look, it's fine. There's these. These look really nice. They're nice and chromed out. Okay, I think they look super badass. Or you guys can use old trash cans. You know, buy one. Buy a trash can. Use it in your restroom. And then when you think you need a new one, remember about this video and place it outside. Fill it with a ton of leaves. And then, like I said, top it off with some soil. And you could even add a plant in there. And it'll grow. And if it starts going down, you know, like I said, replant it. Take it out by the roots. Add more leaves. And then add a little bit more soil. And then place your plant back in there. And you guys can just redo this over and over and over again. It's going to be a recycling procedure. Like, forever recycling in the own comfort of your home, your own farm, your own shit. And these containers will last a long time, believe me. Look at this one. So that looks really nice, Oh, as a matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I took a picture of a garden waterfall feature, and it looked really nice, like super badass. And when I seen it, I was like, oh my god, I have to take a picture of this. And I did. And I'm actually going to send it to my friend because he has a circle drive. Marketplace. Oh, it was one of my pages. So let me see here. Messenger. And then let me type in Kannenberg. Oh, let me see. Messenger, myself. So this is the garden feature that I seen today, and it looked really nice. And I was thinking, you know what? I need to share this with my friend. I was like, I need to share this with my friend because he has a freaking he has a circle drive, and I think something like this would look really beautiful on his property. This would look very wonderful inside your circle drive section of your home. It has a waterfall. It has a waterfall which will go with your natural, 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 well, water well. I don't know how to spell water well. Whatever. I'll just send it like that. He will know. But yeah. Anyways. So, yep. Look at these guys. They're making their thing into like a fire pit, which is super cool. Wow, look at this one. This one looks cool, but not as cool as this one. Trust me. In a garden, that would look so beautiful, especially with plants, green. I mean, you guys have to use your imaginations here, because this life is hard for everyone. Look at this one. She's interacting with it. That's perfect. This guy is too. Look at it. Yeah, that's a real gardener right here. Look at that. He has his garden boots, his apron, his little container for watering the plants. He's looking all fresh. He's probably a lawyer over there fucking around with his plants. Look at this one. I mean, who said this planter can't be underground? Like the 55-gallon tank. Okay? So, I mean, you guys can make it look like that. Look at this. These could all be containers. Look at that. You know, all this, back and forth stuff with waste management. Like, why? Why put everyone through all this stress and agony? So, obviously, well, I don't know, there's websites. I mean, this thing said what to add in a garden compost. Well, right there it said it in words. It says know what to compost from Google. Okay, this is from Google. Know what to compost. Green materials include fruits and vegetable scraps, used tea, coffee grounds, crushed eggshells, grass clippings, which I already said, green plant cuttings, old flowers and many weeds. Brown materials are things like straw, paper, and cardboard, dry leaves, woody prunings, and sawdust, but not from treated wood. Treated wood has a chemical in it which kills bugs. But I think over time, like if you guys were to bury it underground, eventually they'll eat it. I mean, bugs are smart and persistent, nevertheless. But anyways, but yeah, I think that pretty much covered it. Yeah, like, and then I think there's another picture in the beginning of this video where they say something about paper napkins. I don't even know how to spell napkins. Napkins. Okay. So, how to compost paper towels. So technically, you guys can add whatever the fuck you guys want in there. But except plastic. I wouldn't add plastic in there because plastic takes way longer to decompose. Composing 101, recipe for success. Recipe or receipt? A recipe for success or a receipt? I don't even know how to spell or read. So, people do this on a professional scale, like this. Over time, they get this nice, rich soil. But this is like, over time. Okay? And this is like a better picture, a more educational picture. What to compost. Like what to add in a compost. The best compost is produced from a green source of nitrogen and brown source of carbon waste. Apply to your compost bin or heap in layers with a sprinkle of garata on each layer. Brown cardboard. When you guys get those Amazon shipments, don't throw your boxes away. Add them in your compost. Dead leaves, fallen leaves is what they should have said. Trees that fall from the tree. Dead, fallen leaves, not dead leaves. Dead sounds too evil and spooky. Anyways, newspaper. No one really gets newspaper anymore. Or what about used mail? Junk mail. Those letters you guys get that you don't want. That legal paperwork that you don't want to throw away. That fucking newspaper that you people the legal paperwork that you people throw into shredders. or shredded paper. You know, this type of stuff. Compost it. Duh. Hello. Yellow, everyone. Yellow. Does that ring a bell? Look at all this paper right here. Wow, that's a lot. You know, I just thought about that right now, so don't worry about it. I didn't come up with the idea. I'm just like, I'm kind of smart, so I'm like, throwing ideas out there. 8 cartons. Oh, 8 cartons. So, those eggs, you bodybuilders buy to get all that yolk, to get yoked up. All that yolk to get yoked up. Yolk from eggs. All that yolk to get yoked up. How to get yoked at home. That's how people say it. The most underrated exercise to get yoked. Yoked. Yeah. All that yolk to get yoked up. So, as food, the chicken egg yolk is a major source of vitamins and minerals. It contains all of the egg's fat and cholesterol and nearly half of the protein. If left intact when an egg is fried, the yolk surrounded by a flat blob of egg white creates a distinctive sunny side up form. Oh, that's why they call it sunny side up, because it kind of looks like the sun. I always wondered why it was called that, sunny side up. Anyways, so yeah, egg cartons, untreated wood chips, toilet rolls. We go through those things majorly around here. Even fucking shit paper. Why throw it away? You bought it. That shit costs a lot of money. As a matter of fact, have your whole family shit and throw everything in the fucking bin from now on. I don't give a fuck if the whole house smells like shit. We're recycling. No, I'm just joking about that. I wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that. Don't add your own shit in there. It says wood ash, not coal. It says green nitrogen, vegetable trimmings, fresh green leaves and shrub prunings, grass clippings, tea bags, biodegradable coffee filters, weeds, no seed heads, whatever, dead flowers. There we go again with that dead word. There we fucking go again with that word, dead. Don't you guys just hate that word? How to fix a smelly compost pile. Fish. Did you add undesirable items to the pile, such as meat, fish, eggs, and dairy or grease? Fix it. Remove these items from the pile if possible. If they cannot be removed, turn the smelly stuff over and cover it with a brown material until it breaks down. Too much nitrogen clumped together. Is the pile too wet? See, so that's why it has to have an opening. And if it's open at the top, it will even be better because it will ventilate and it will attract bugs and stuff. So it's actually good for your garden. And then too much nitrogen clumped together. Oh, you know what? A lot of things that people don't talk about is bugs that eat live plants. Okay, so there's a ton of little bugs that are hungry, just like we are, right? But we're not bugs, we're humans. But we get hungry. And you guys are throwing everything away and sending it to the landfills. So this will have a negative impact on your garden, I think, because you guys are throwing everything away. But if you guys add it in a compost thing, well, at least some of them can go in there and eat this organic waste, as opposed to the bugs going to your plants or your neighbor's plants. Okay? So it's a recycling thing here, and you guys have to think about it. You know, like, you guys are throwing everything away, and then the bugs get hungry, so of course they're going to attack your plants and stuff. So in order for them to help you people out, you have to help them out. And you know what? There's actually this one lady, and she wrote the book Revealing Heaven. Oh, Kat Kerr. Well, Kat Kerr, this lady, Kat Kerr, she's an author, and she talks about heaven and stuff like that. And she talks about some way out stuff, But she's smart. I mean, obviously she's an author, but like she talks about some strange things that she has witnessed in heaven. And I was thinking, like, kind of like birds interacting with humans in cartoons. So I think a good example of this will be, like, I think it's Cinderella. All the birds, and they love her, and she's all about, like, nature and stuff. See? And there's butterflies and birds, and they talk to her, and they love her, and she loves them. Well, since Kat Kerr she goes to heaven and she gets visions from God. I was thinking maybe. Oh wait, I don't have to write the word maybe, but maybe the mosquito black and white. Let's see if we can find them. What the? Mosquito. I don't know how to spell it. Okay, yeah, this one. So maybe these things are dangerous, and these things attack people all the time. But what if in heaven, what if she says something like, I went to heaven and there was a ton of mosquitoes and they all went all over me and started poking me, and I was on the ground and I was afraid for my life. But that's when God, Jesus Christ, came up to me and said, get up, my daughter, stand to your feet. These mosquitoes are no threat to you. They are actually injecting vitamins inside of you. They're actually injecting medication to keep you healthy and strong, because these bugs, these mosquitoes are so smart and intelligent, and God created them not to injure people, not to hurt people, but to help people. And sadly, Jesus Christ would say, people of the earth don't understand, and they kill them, these poor little mosquitoes, just because it itches a little bit. See, something like this. Something heavenly. Like, don't be afraid of the mosquitoes. They're your friends. Cinderella, Cinderella. And I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Cinderella, Cinderella. Pinche puta, pinche puta, pinche puta. Let's look up Cinderella as a witch. No, not witch like that. Witch like as in a witch. Cinderella as a witch. Bitch. Oh, Jesus. Cinderella as a bitch, witch. Or was it the other way around? Witch, bitch. Oh, look at this one. Oh, aren't you a cute one? It's so cute. Look at it. It's beautiful. Excuse me. Oh, look at this. I love ladybugs, especially on paintings. And then, like, artificial ladybugs. Like, you guys should create a stepping stone like this. Look at this one. Wow. It almost looks like an apple. Nice, juicy apple. Oh my god. Just the mere thought of it makes my pee-pee wet. Look at this. There is two ladybugs. And look at it, one's climbing over the other. They are hungry, that's for sure. What is he even eating? I think they eat bugs. Look at that. It's a cannibal. I had no idea ladybugs were fucking cannibals. Look at this one. Whoa. Whatever this is, it looks amazing. It's on Amazon, Toys by Nature. Venus Flytrap Complete Kids Terrarium Greenhouse. Now this looks amazing. And it's a fly trap, so all those flies that go inside the house guess where they're going to be going into this trap. Anyways, so that pretty much covers what I was trying to say for this video. That's all day long. Check this out. The hippo, this one right here, this one will look really nice. For the compost. That way no one will accidentally fall into it or disturb it very easily. Okay. There's this one as well. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on forever and ever and ever. So look at, let's see. You see this this blue planter? Well, that could be a compost, and no one will even know it. It'll just blend in. Whoa! It'll just blend in with the rest of the garden. So that's what I'm talking about, people. That's all you guys have to do. It's simple. Do it. It's so simple, anyone can do it. Okay. I'm done. Hush, little babies, don't you cry, because I'm Eminem. Let's look that song up. Hush, little babies, don't you cry. With lyrics. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Eminem. Well, this is what I'm going to be Mockingbird. Now, hush, little baby, don't you cry. This is what I'm going to be listening to when I end this video. So, have a good one. Enjoy. Good night, everyone. I love you all. Love, love, love. Love, 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 love. Love. Love doesn't include me. Love does not include me.